Hello, everybody. We are going to play what I know it's only May, almost June. We're going to play what is becoming and has been my favorite game of 2026 so far, which is Witchfire. If you should probably already know by the title, sorry to drag that out so long. The game came out in early access in 2023 and has been for almost three. September will be 3 years. There's supposedly one more update and then the game's gonna go live. Currently, it's $40 on Steam. Highly recommend this game. I'm gonna show you why it's become one of my favorite video games of the year. Let me switch my camera out real quick. We're gonna zoom in. I noticed yesterday that I looked really tiny in the in the video, but we'll make sure that we don't zoom in too much. Ooh, that's pretty good. Hold on. Let's see. And then as I lay back, of course, we'll fix that too. Okay. Much better. Let me just make sure. Yep, we've got everything going. All right, this is Witchfire. I'm going to play for about 20 minutes. Every time you. This does have a roguelike nature to it. It's Souls like, it's roguelike, it's dark fantasy, it's first person shooter. Um, you get two weapons at a time. We actually have an enhancement for some of our gear in the Mysteria Forge. So let's go in there real quick. And these little yellow markers are really helpful, especially in the beginning when you're like, what is all this stuff? This game is pretty layered. Um, Not too complex, but there's a little bit of a learning curve where the first few hours I was like, what is this for? We have two weapons and items, a weapon and an item. This Koshei is a bone burst fire rifle. Love it. We're going to upgrade this right now. Let's see. So currently the first upgrade, and the cool thing about this game in a very RPG-like fashion is the more you use an item, the more it will give you a chance to upgrade it. So for example, you might need 100 kills with the weapon or the item in order to level it up. The first upgrade, at the cost of stamina, reloading unleashes bone shards that decay enemies. Recharges every 3 kills. Very cool. One of my favorite reasons for this weapon. Also, this weapon doesn't need to be reloaded. Once it's at 0 and in between firing, it will do this kind of weird bone noise as it kind of like regrows, if you want to call it that. Also, you achieve this weapon or secure it via finding 30 bone shards in one level. So there are dozens of weapons and items, perks and power-ups in this game, which we'll go through. It also shows how many kills we've had with our rifle right there. I'm just gonna double check everything's framed right. Okay, good. I just want to make sure you guys could see everything. Perfect. So the second upgrade right now, which we have a lot of these items to use this upgrade for. Okay, taking damage also recharges the swarm, which is from this first upgrade. Shooting decaying enemies prolongs their decay. Awesome. I will show you guys this in action. Now we can see the requirements for the third power up. We need a third Mysterium Incantation, which is a rare item. We need actions from the second Mysterium, which I'll have to look into that, and then to kill 100 enemies with the weapon. Now, Scourge is a relic, and this one prevents a fatal hit. I really like this one because it's kind of like a last chance if you're playing Soros or Sorrows, not George Soros. Soros or Returnal, the kind of sequel to Returnal. Soros allows for a second chance where if you have a hit that takes you beyond your health and ceases your run, it'll give you an extra chance. There's a bunch of these like protector health boosting relics. I think that's what that item class is really meant for. But this one has been, for my playstyle, I guess I got a little sloppy, but this has been the kind of best way for me to stay protected and get those extra chances. This is now on the third tier. It looks like it increased the stamina, improved healing effects from below 25% health. I didn't really notice the differences, but glad to have that fully boosted. The two guns I've been using mostly, let me show you outside real quick. I could spend hours going over this game, and I'll go over why it's so addictive as well. Part of it is its weapon variety. But this gun, you'll notice the heat in this middle part is the most powerful the gun is. But watch this. If you are in the hottest part, a reload is incredibly faster. So towards the end of a clip, being able to make sure you're overheating a little bit, but not too early where you're wasting that extra damage, makes that a really fun weapon to use. And then this one, triple burst. You'll notice I'm not reloading or hitting anything. It's creeping the ammo back. Now, I can't show you its biggest power up, but after killing a few enemies, you'll have this power to decay, which actually takes over the reload button. So hitting that infects the enemies. This allows you to power up like you might in any kind of RPG. I have lost my Witchfire, or your souls, or currency you might lose in another game. And then this mirror over here is good for unlocking new items. Fetishes will yield a magical item with defensive powers. Relics will yield a magical item that affects offensive powers. So I must have had that mixed up from the previous thing. But there's a lot of different varieties. Most of the weapons I've unlocked, but supposedly there's still more or different ones between characters. I don't think we have anything that we can choose to... Oh, we do have enough. We have enough coins to start these. Those are good power-ups for weapons and items. Now, I do want to show you guys a variety of the guns, but let's start with doing one round. This is a merchant who will sell you things, and every time you do a run, you can go to Mix and Incense. This is one of my favorite ones. Headshots may restore health. Health is quite a commodity in this. You do get two kind of flasks, health flasks to start with. And then there are ways to achieve health, but anyway, I can play crazier and be able to earn some of my health back. I'm excited for. So headshots can restore health, and weapons with smaller magazines have a higher healing chance as well. So we're going to burn that. Whoops. And then that will kind of fill the air. That only is for our next run. As soon as we either leave the run or we cease to exist in the run, that will go away. This is the point of this game is you're a prayer, like a player, but a prayer. You're a witch hunter basically, and a witch lives at the top of this mountain. I've been playing this game for dozens of hours. I have not seen the witch, and I love that. It's just like in a scary movie where they kind of tease or talk about the villain, but they don't really show anything. There are different kind of upgrade routes and requirements that hold you back from that as well. And I have not been rushing this game, but it's interesting the kind of mystere of the enemy. There's Island of the Damned, where you start. Iron Gate is where I currently am kind of chipping away at. That's one of the third or fourth regions. Scarlet Coast is the second one you experience. You kind of unlock these different regions. Valorn is where I spent a lot of time. There's also this like underground area with spiders. I had to turn arachnophobia mode on for. Thankful that that's an option in this game. Unknown area. You have to remember this game is early access, and I'm so excited how much I love this game, which we will talk about the whys. How much I love this game in early access form, and the fact that it's just going to get better and there's more updates is really exciting. So we're going to go into Iron Gate. It says the defenses are strong. This is like a part that's like slightly, I mean, I definitely feel capable. But this should be difficult of an area for my kind of skills. If I play the early level, you guys will just see me absolutely shred. You get dropped in these random sections. Let me pull up my map. And excuse me, the goal of each run is to take out these skull areas. These show where the enemies are. Though I love how they do this. The ones with the biggest and most ornate horns are the most dangerous areas. Extremely dangerous. Dangerous. And then the bosses, the familiars, often will have a cross in their skull or something fancy like that. Then there's different chests, different kind of missions and mini obstacles you'll see. And then this tombstone reflects my death from the previous run, and that'll hold Witchfire, which is useful in leveling up in the game, just like you would in a Dark Souls or any other RPG. So I'm gonna mark this area. It's really just right behind me, so I don't need to. These are traps, by the way, protective devices. But we'll just jump right in. Like I said, I wouldn't expect me to fully 100% this area and survive on this round. That would be like completing the run, which you can do these runs as much as you want for resources, but then the plot and story will kind of continue to open up for you. But yeah, I'd say like we'll probably get through 70% of it without harm or death, but we'll see right now. This gun is that one that reloads faster. Those little red dots on my mini map on the bottom left are going to signify enemies. Now, when I talk about what I love about this game, everything I've talked about so far has been extremely enjoyable, well put together, high quality gameplay. Like, this is a game, I will be honest, I haven't played this in a minute, so pardon as I already almost, okay, I can't fail you guys now. So hold on, so you can, I've been playing a lot of other games. No, I won't make excuses. How do I do my heal? Okay, the bottom does that little heal. Now, the cool thing about the gun I just used and misfired was I can charge up that little green meter over there. It's basically my poison meter. And after 3 kills, where'd that guy go? I'll be at 2 now with the green bars on there. I'll be able to spew that poison at enemies to stay away from them. This is also roguelike in the sense of you get to choose perks between clearing out areas. This one is increased weapon damage for each spell to its charge to its fullest. The problem is the good thing is I use my spells a lot, so I usually don't pick that one. Increase non-critical weapon damage. I kind of like this one. It'll have a bigger impact over me. After a while, you memorize these and kind of just blindly choose. Now, to avoid those enemies better, just feedback to myself. Sprinting or dashing are going to be your biggest tools. You do have stamina on the bottom left. I already see someone over there. Now, my best spell that I love using. Now, watch this, guys. You can bring up a buddy. Now, I'm going to try and actually charge up my poison. The kind of summoning spell like you would have in Elden Ring is going to help distract. Now, if I dash after I've hit an enemy, you'll often see a lightning bolt hit that enemy. Those red, there's the lightning bolts. That's a perk I have up as well. I really like that one. Whoops, we'll go back here. I'm going to poison these guys. And that'll often take people out, or the low kind of minions. That assassin enemy just had like a flash bomb go off on me. We haven't even talked about my favorite things. I'm just giving you guys play-by-play at this point. Okay. You can also get these feathers that'll unlock extra options for you as you're kind of choosing what perks you want. Firearm Mastery is going to just be overall boost to most firearm stats. This is more glass cannon kind of vibes. I really prefer to keep as much health and protection as I can in this game. So we're just gonna, increase our firearm stats. We've already cleared out 10 to 10. That'd be nice. 2. Oh, it looks like we're missing something. Maybe we didn't finish or up above. But we've already cleared out 1 to 2 of those areas. There's also items throughout you can use for like conjuring the incense. These are bombs that I will not hit right now, or landmines I should say. We've got some dangers. But yeah, my biggest protector is that spell you guys saw. Oh god. Oh, someone's right behind me too. Let me see. Now, the problem... Oh, we might die. Okay, good. So, I'm going to switch to my fast gun. Couple things I'm going to do right now. This guy, once he gets to a certain level of health, will protect himself, which I'm a little low on health. These red bands from my summoning spell show me who is being distracted by my spell and who is out of his line. This guy's a gigantic shield, and unless we just got a little... He does not like lightning. Unless we get behind him, he's not going to let us do much with that shield. Now, if you notice, there's these little, like, black or black-red holes that pop up around enemies. Those are stun areas that you want to hit, that I am missing right now as I'm kind of playing conservative. Well, whatever you might want to call it. We're getting our dodge back in check. So, why do I love this game so much? Now, overall, which I hope most of you do, the thing that is most important to me in video games, as it should be... Oh, no. That's... Oh, there's someone over here. That's actually fine. Are the games fun? And this game is incredibly fun, even with its layering of systems, which sometimes find a little too much complication or friction, and I just get annoyed. I'm more cynical about games than I was growing up as a kid, when I would give a game more freedom and flexibility with my expectations. Let's oh, going to that guy with 0 stamina is a mistake I often make. Now, we are already down to 0 of our flasks. That's not good. And we're pretty low on health. Every time you find one of these, like, kind of witch crystals we just looked at, you do gain more health, which is great. Stun bullets are gonna stun our enemies, which is great, and I probably will do that one. This fast strafe will keep us moving as fast as possible while we're looking down the sight. So we're gonna do the stun bullets. I mix these up. I have fun. I'm gonna grab these weapons. You got to be careful when you have your kind of venom full, because if I wasn't hovering against an item, it would have just wasted my venom there, which is not the end of the world. We also see now that we have a more manageable amount of health. Now, we've walked out. We've knocked out 2. These are for ammo, by the way, which are extremely important to ration. You get a ton, but you use a ton. And the spells replenish as you fight enemies. So, regarding fun and why I love this game, the gameplay loop is absolutely addictive. But more importantly, on a foundational level, the mechanics of this game feel so incredible. This is a single-player game, which I honestly prefer. I am not. This little enemy, you would think he was hurting us. He was increasing our madness, which if it gets to a full point, we will lose health. But if you kill that enemy... I hear someone attacking me or something. If you kill that enemy before he maxes out your madness, then you can just kind of focus on getting rid of him. Now, what I'm hearing is probably a defense that's nearby that an enemy set up. I'll show you what they look like if I find one. I'm really trying to finish up the area. Now, as I was saying, the gameplay is extremely addictive, and the mechanics feel incredible. So in tying that with an amazing gameplay loop, each gun, for the most part, as long as it's your playstyle, feels amazing. Let's use some magic to kind of get this started. Now, most of these lower level enemies aren't, you don't have to go too crazy on, but once you see a few of the bigger elite enemies, I really start to bring out my secondary spells. I know that says an elite enemy, but I'm talking about like the bigger characters. You'll notice quite a difference between enemy levels. There is actually a really fun thing I should be able to show you guys here. Yes. So there's kind of a little mini mission I can summon, which I will. Before I do that though, oh, dang, I got hit by the stun grenade. We're going to bring out the big boy to help out anyways, because I think we're going to need it. Or I don't want to play it silly. And you can gain back most of your spells pretty quickly if you play aggressively and knock out the enemies in the fields. And you can also choose if and when you want to proceed against an area. Like, I'm pretty low on health right now, and there is a big boss over here. So what I think I'm going to do is try and scrounge some more health up, which I can through this Witchfire upgrade. Chaos Reload's really fun. Reloading at least half an empty magazine can apply a random element to the new magazine, or fast reload, which I love, faster weapon reload, which I am. No, I'll show you guys the randomness, even though we do love speed in this game. Now you see we got some health. It's rising in the bottom left. Our spell is gone for the secondary one. You'll see that on the bottom left as well. It's at like 9 on the clock. So we'll go refill that. The mission to start is this stump right here. It does use Witchfire, but it brings forth a crazy enemy and some good rewards as well. What we'll do in the meantime, whoops, is go back to where we were trying to focus on. I was gonna do multiple rounds, but it looks like we're longer than 20 minutes per round. So I think we'll do one good round, especially if I don't die too early during the process. And as I'm going backwards, and then we'll kind of debrief as we go through. So let's get back to the gameplay. The mechanics feel amazing. You're fast. Running out of stamina, you can see like there are points where I do lose steam. This looks like another, oh, this is a secret. So there are many secrets throughout this game, which are so much fun. Some are easier to find than others. Collect the burning stake. So this is a new ring I think we get. So many hours into this game where we're still finding new things. Another huge part of my enjoyment for this game is the exploration and discovery. Spawns a burning stake that ignites enemies. Damaging them charges the stake. Fully charged, the stake releases a fiery explosion. Bound to the stake, the witch laughed. I love the lore. Laughed through her bruises and blood. A few unnerved by her demeanor fled the square, sensing an ominous air. When the torch kissed the straw, it wasn't just flames that rose, but a monstrous inferno, consuming those who remained in a blaze that mirrored the witch's final triumphant cackle. So finding things in this game is one of my favorite. I won't be able to change to that relic or ring or whatever that was now. But later on, when we're back in that kind of home base area, we will be able to make those changes, and I can show you guys what those look like. But each gun feels extremely fun and addictive to use. Oh no. You know what? I can't even, I have to play it safe. And not only are the guns fun to use, but the variety, the look of them, their functionality, there's so many differences between them. And even if you don't like a certain style of a weapon in games, I bet, oh, we're getting pretty close here. Oh, we're probably going to die, but the good news is we do. Okay, so that just used that blue kind of aura around the screen. That is our kind of second chance. Oh, and there's a health flask as well. So those elixirs are obviously really important to grab when you see them. Now, this guy, they all are on patterns. This guy should be easy to get, but it was a little harder with the extra enemies around. And I will say that I was going to save that guy for the next area, but I think we just opened up some oh no. Some crazy portal. We're low on ammo, but we're also near where one of the ammo areas is. We'll grab that. The enemies will release ammo only if you're empty on ammo. These little spinners. There is fall damage as well, but it's a pretty good amount. Oh no. Your healing potion also will not heal you immediately. Those balls up in the air create madness. You can see how crazy this game gets pretty quickly, and I will let you know that like we want to pull back a little bit. You can hide from the madness. It's so fun that I can't even explain this game to you guys because it's getting so crazy. One of the reasons I love it as well. Now, we won't be complete babies. We're going to try and just kind of get our madness down. If that cranks up to 100%, we will continue to lose health, which I will let you know this poison that we just got caught on. We might get really lucky. Okay. Woo! At this point, I'm trying to stay alive because I want to continue talking about the game with you guys. I know I can continue to play it after, but there's some other games I want to play with you guys. Okay. Down. We cannot get hit by these creepers, and we did, and we are down. So, To make my point clear, we lost some Witchfire. It's okay. We'll go back. I'll show you guys the new kind of weapon that we might have just achieved. But mixing in all the wonderful things I said, but focusing on the addictive loop of lovely mechanics and new gear in the gun room. We'll go check that out. And tons of opportunity to upgrade and find new ones. So as we kind of end this video, oh no, did my controller die? 1 second. I think it did. There we go. As we end this video, before I play some other games tonight. Now, this is a whole other video. This is a kind of, honestly, I don't even know what it is, but like a kind of shrine area. Now, in here, you guys can see the multiple guns that we have. There are many options. There are rifles that can see through obstacles and walls and shoot through them as well. There is a kind of impaler you might use on a vampire that drives stakes through monsters. This cricket weapon, reminiscent of Men in Black's little pistol, reloads when you dash after killing an enemy. Just lots of cool, unique looking guns, fun weapons to try and use. And then, for example, we did get a new spell. We got a new heavy spell, I think, and it was called the Iron Cross. No, we've used that one before. What was it? The Burning Stake. Spawns a Burning Stake. Yeah, so we're going to try this real quick. I will play this game more for you guys. Please, this is not sponsored or anything. I spent my own $40. Now, you won't really be able to see what this does. Here, let's go. You know what? I'll show you real quick as we end the video. But, this, here, we'll go over here. And then we'll go here. And then we'll go here. If you want a fun, dark fantasy, Souls-like, roguelike, highly recommend. I have been addicted to this game for weeks, months at this point. I couldn't even tell you. I am going to go unlock the kind of scary boss I was mentioning to you guys earlier. We'll go over here. 1 second. Sneak around over here. There is going to be an area as well. Let me kind of mark this. If you play this game, let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I will continue to play it through early access. Sorry, I just want to go crazy for you guys. All right, well. There's the cross. Okay, what is it doing? Honestly, I don't even know. Did I do it wrong? Oh, okay. It did like a kind of AoE damage, it looks like. All right, we'll figure that out later. I can't even summon this guy yet because that was cool. Because I don't have 5,000 Witchfire. So sorry not to show you guys that. Let's do one of these for the show. Now, I'm going to swing back to you guys and just kind of finish up my spiel on how much I love this game. But yeah, between the different weapons and secrets and gameplay options, check it out. You will not be disappointed. I am going to film either another video or jump on stream. So whatever you're watching, check either before, during, after. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.